So we're here to talk through this Tapa puzzle by Serkan called 1, 2, 3, 4. It also solves as a Tapa-like loop, which is the main puzzle theme for the day, and an easier puzzle than this one. This 3 in the corners, a place we can start just like in the Tapa-like loop grid, and that gives us this 1, 1, 1, 1 clue straight away. This connects into this 2, 4, which we'll need to take these 2 stretches of 2, and whichever way the 4 is, whether the bottom or top, will take these cells. This 4 on the left will take all of these. The 2 is here. The 1, 3 on the edges will always have to take these 3 cells. A 3, 3 clue will always have opposite cells being where the whites are used. So if this is shaded, this diagonally opposite one is shaded, and similarly through the 3, 3, this is shaded. So this gives us the start to some pattern through the grid. We're now going to need to think through some connectivity to get to the answer. And first place to recognize connectivity is we can't shade all parts of this 2 by 2 box. So while you can get into this square, you can't then also get out of the square through this edge. So this corner place can't come through this side only. It has to come through the top for connectivity. That's going to finish this 2, which gives us actually the end of the 1, 2. It also finishes the 2, 4 clue and puts these in. That now sets up another maybe much trickier spot to think about the connectivity. And I think it's all around these 3, 3, 3, 3 paired clues. And one thing to note is that however these go, the way the left one goes influences the way the right one goes. And so there's some situations to think through. Let's start from this easy one, which is all of them being horizontal. For the white spaces, that puts in these shaded blocks, but now actually isolates this bottom of the grid because of how the 1, 3 clues so it goes. So first thing you can do is mark these. Now notice that we're going to put one of these cells, but not both of them shaded. And we also can't shade both of these cells. And so is there any way to get connected through the top and over to the right of the grid? And the answer is not through this box here. The only way to get connected is actually coming through the bottom of the grid. So there are 2 ways to work off that. The first for sure is to just see we've got to do a pattern like this. But for those who don't see how that's powerful, I guess you can also do this counterfactual. If we did this vertical set, put these in the grid, we would get a space like this where we're connecting over, but we can't keep to the right of the grid. So I think connectivity is a key constraint to see here, and through this set not being able to be a connected square from the left side of the grid to the right side of the grid, we do have to come through the bottom. That quickly gives us this pattern. We still have to be connected through the bottom, so this set has to come over the left edge. The 1, 3 clue gets split like this. This 2 finishes here. The 1, 3 now finishes here. These come up. This set here can join to these, but then isolate itself, so it's not going to do that. Instead, it's taking the bottom piece, which means these cells and this cell are needed to finish the grid. So pretty challenging Tapa puzzle, at least compared to the Monday Tapa-like loop this puzzle is based on. The corners gave us easy starts, but really was seeing connectivity across the top being required because of this box, and then eventually through a box like this, seeing connectivity along the bottom of these clues, not above these 3, 3 clues, was key to get to the one solution. So I hope you learned something through this video, and we'll see you again soon.